All right. Says I'm live. Hi, everyone. I seen Dwight was in here, Dwight Curley, and the Closet Branch, Anfield, which is Lee. How you doing tonight? Schuylkill River Valley, John, how you doing tonight? Ken Amos, howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see who else we got. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon, howdy, how you doing tonight? Mystic Southern Railway, howdy, howdy. Carolina Foothills Railroad, D Knight, how you doing? Fultz Bailey Model Railroad, howdy, howdy. Rick Bailey, how you doing? Dragon Lover, man, that went fast, quick here. How you doing tonight? Martin Searsma, how you doing tonight? Roy Etham. I think I'm got up to date here. But you wouldn't believe what I just did in the last 20 minutes. I'll get to that and I'll show you exactly. But I did something I thought, at least it's a cool idea if it works for me, and I think it will, because I've seen some other guys use something similar to what I'm doing, or maybe they did it the way I'm doing it. I don't know, but you'll see what I mean. So. Alrighty, but anyhow, last couple of weeks you haven't heard much from me because, man, it's been nuts. Running to the doctors. Hi, Rusty, Possum Bayou. Been running to the doctors mostly for my wife more than for me. I did something to my foot. For me personally, I did something to my foot, and it's been giving me a problem. Well, I had it x-rayed, plus I had a CT scan on it, and they can't, I don't know about the CT scan, but I know the x-ray didn't show anything, like a broken bone or anything like that. So, and I haven't got the results back on the CT scan yet, but I'm walking around with a limp. But that's okay. I'm still getting around. So, excuse me. It's nothing serious. So, John Nuffle. Okay. What a mess. How you doing? What a mess. What a mess. Oh, maybe my background there. It is a mess. So, my allergies has been acting up. My wife now, she's been having a bunch of problems, mostly with her breathing, and we're getting that nipped. So she's doing okay though. We're still plugging along. Yep, we're hanging in there. That's exactly right. But I haven't had a whole lot of time, or let's put it this way, I've been doing a lot of stuff to where I haven't really worked much on the layout or models or anything like that till today. And I started playing around today before we got on the air, and I see what I missed out on. If you know what I mean. So, anyhow, Dwight, I went for a week not able to walk. I had a pain in my leg, a bunch of tests done to see if it was a blood clot. Boy, you don't want that, Dwight. I hope it's not. I hope it's not, buddy. I I fight those things constantly. So that's what retired me from trucking, the blood clots, because I'm real susceptible to that. Okay, so I hope you don't got that, Dwight. It's not. Good deal. I'm glad to hear it. So, glad to hear it. So, I'm all geared up. I got a bunch of things to talk about. We'll wait until we get a bunch of people in here, get a few good many people in here. And I got, like I said, a lot of stuff to talk about. I want to tell you next week is going to be Redbird Tony doing the On Track Tuesday. And he always has a terrific show, especially he's the N scale version of On Track Tuesday. He's our representative for the N scalers. And Sparky, how you doing tonight? I'm not allowed to start early. Oh well. Marty from M&M Short Lines. How you doing tonight, brother? Good to see you in here. And but anyhow, I got, like I said, I had some things that did go on. As you've seen, if you've seen my video, I did go on a train ride, which was a lot of fun. And I'd recommend anybody that gets a chance to take that particular train ride. It's well worth the money. It was, I think, regular price. We had a group rate, but the regular price, I think, is only like $20. And it's a 3-hour ride. Can't beat that with a stick. And they have a nice little museum there. It was raining pretty hard, so I didn't get to see a lot of the stuff that was outside. But when we were driving around with the car, in the parking lot, we seen, there was stuff there. If it would have been a decent day, I would have probably got a good look at some of the stuff. I'd have liked to look at the Caboose Hotel that they had sitting there, which wasn't very big, but the town ain't very big. So, but I'd like to have seen that. Also, if you're up that way, there's a bunch of sites to see, which we didn't get a chance to see either. So, it's the place where the first oil well was drilled in America. So there's some history there, and I guess a lot of time there was a lot of stuff that went down. Sparky saying Strasbourg, May 20. Let's see here. Let's put it up there. May 20 to 22, 2022. That's pretty easy to remember. 2022 to 2022. And I'm looking forward to it. You can pretty much count me into doing on that one. So I was going to go to the last one that never happened. So I had a room reserved and everything. So if you guys have never been to one of these that Sparky has done, definitely treat yourself and go, because it is definitely well worth it. All right. There's Robert the Flying Crow. How you doing tonight? Ray Central 127. How you doing tonight? Kyle Stevens. How you doing tonight, buddy? And Flying Crow saying hi to everybody. And I want to see He isn't in here yet. If he gets in here, I don't know if you guys saw the gift that they got Jason the Train Freak. That was a nice surprise. I had to watch it on replay. I didn't see it live, but I got to see it on replay. The flying chair. Oh, the flying crow. Robert, you're going to be remembered forever for that chair breaking. Okay, Cal's getting ready for work. That's no fun. There is a rail fest in Meridian, Mississippi this Saturday. The Gulfport show is in 2 weeks. And if you're in Pennsylvania, Monroeville, Pennsylvania, the Greenberg train show is this weekend also. So, but I don't think I'm going to get to make it. I have a birthday party to go to. One of my grandchildren's house. Ray Central. Oh, I'm going to put that up. Ray Central 127 says, I'm doing good. And he recently got to try the CRC 2-26 for my track cleaning. And I really didn't use much, but I am already happy with the results. I am with you, Ray. I am with you. It works pretty doggone good. Robert, we all have our 15 minutes of fame. Yours is destroying a chair. I shouldn't laugh, man. I've been known to destroy a couple myself. All right, there's Art, PDRR engineer. How you doing tonight, Art? My good friend. Well, I started to tell you a little bit about the train ride. And one of the things I want to do tonight is show you some of the stuff that I had got from the souvenir shop. Okay. And some of it was gifts. So the first thing I got, well, what time is it anyhow here? I'm telling you 7:03. I'll wait and see if I get a few more people in here. 24 in. All right. Don't want to start out too soon. I'm anxious to talk a little bit about what I've done tonight, and then I got something I want to show you, and it's pretty cool. So, Wigwag Workshop, how you doing tonight? Welcome. And there's Heath, Humanity Junction. That's how he wants it pronounced, but it looks like Human City. Humanity Junction. And anyhow, the train ride was fun. And if you haven't got a chance to see the video, I know it's a lot of it just looking at trees and stuff like that, but that is basically what the train ride was supposed to be for, was the autumn fall fest foliage. That's what the women were going for. I was going for the train. Okay. But the leaves had pretty much already turned, and most of them were down, but there was still some colors and that in there. But the interesting part was listening to the announcers on the they had speakers in the roof of the car we were on, telling about what went on in the area, the history and the history of the railroad and the history of the oil industry, which the railroad basically was formed for, was to haul oil from the oil wells and distribute it to the refineries or whatever they had back then. And some of the pictures of how they hauled the oil was EPA would have heart failure today. I see some of that. Hey, there's my buddy Southwest PA rail fan. Good evening. That's my buddy we go to Mr. Garlick's, and on the last Monday of the month, and we have operation session. Well, he's a young man that comes to the sessions and runs trains with us. So welcome along. He has a pretty cool rail fanning channel. If you guys like rail fanning, he goes rail fanning. He even chases the trains. So he has some really cool videos. So if you get a chance to see him, subscribe to him. Let me see here. I'll put up. Where'd he go? I lost him. There he is. Right here he is. Southwest PA Rail Fan, he goes by. That's the name of his channel. He also rail fans a lot of the SWP, which is the railroad that comes down on. And he also can rail fan off of his front porch. I love it. So you get a chance. If I should have gone from that, should have had your link, but I can't find that right off. All right, and there's Vinny. How you doing tonight, Vinny? Welcome. Cousin Vinny. BNSF 6951. King Fox Junction. How you doing tonight? Okay. What time we getting to be? It's 7:08. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get into start showing you some of the things I got when I went on that train ride. The first thing was I went with my church. It was our whole group was the church that we go to, and you don't go very long at that church and you don't know who I am. I'm the usher at the church, and I'm the guy that greets you when you come in the door or anything. So everybody pretty much knows me. Well, the lady that organized this train ride for us knew I was a big train. She wanted to get me a little remembrance or something for the thing. So she got me one of these nice little train whistles. She also gave them to all the kids. And you've watched the video, you hear them in the background blowing them. They're going. So when I got trains without sound, you'll hear this. Here I go. Oh. All right. Never mind that last statement. Hiya, Pappy. Welcome. CP 368 Productions. How you doing tonight, buddy? Welcome. Oh, my. Anyhow. Oh, you have an Amtrak. That's pretty cool. He has an Amtrak K5LA train whistle. That's pretty cool. Ray Central 127. The next thing I got this. My daughter got this for me. She's seen this in the souvenir shop. Grandpa's train room. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was really cool, and that will be hung on the door here. And let's see. Let's move on here. My my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law went with us, and they saw this and they got this for me, which I think is pretty cool. And it's a bank. It's really nice. You know, I think it's pretty nice. You guys can see it real good. Turn around here. You can see it's got like a little like jewel right there and there. I don't know what that was for, but it looks cool. And it's pretty heavy. I don't know if it looks like brass, but I don't think it's brass. Maybe it is. It's pretty nice. Nice looking. That was nice of them. Thank you very much to my sister-in-law, Denise. She just insisted she had to get it for me. And I appreciate it. Pretty cool stuff. Y'all get lots of train stuff from your family. Stuff that you can't really rail around on your railroad, but it's nice to have. Yeah. And then I bought some stuff for myself. They had these postcards there, which I think I'm going to get a picture frame, and I'm going to mount these. I feel a sneeze coming. Let's go get ugly. You guys haven't ever had me sneeze on you. You'll know what I mean. Buddy, I let her loose. Okay. This is the first one. I don't know if I can get close enough that you can see what it is. But these are old photographs from, now this is what they call, this was Tar Farm. And this was in the 1860s. The Woodford Well, I guess that's that gas well there. Says in 1862 settled at 1,500 barrels a day. The Phillips settled at 2,500 barrels a day, and it sold as low as 5 cents a barrel. 5 cents a barrel. Oh my. And it's as high as $13 a barrel today. It sure don't look like $13 a barrel when we go to the pump, does it? That's what it says on the back of these are postcards. And here's another picture of the Drake well, which was the very first well. And actually, the one dude is E.L. Drake. And Peter Wilson standing in front of the second engine house. Oh, that's an engine house. Okay. Which one's which, I guess. I'd say the guy with the derby on, the suit, I would think would be Mr. Drake, wouldn't you think? It probably made him quite a wealthy man. I got this one just because it had trains in it, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see here. This is in Rooseville, PA, in the 1860s. The world's first rail cars used transporting oil were regular flat cars on which barrels stood erect. Then they started getting ingenious and they made bigger barrels that they put on the flat cars. I've seen pictures of that. I don't know if I got one of them in my thing or not. There's another good train picture. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It just says Locomotive Oil City. 1868. 1868. That was a few years ago. I was just a little boy then. And one more good-looking train picture. This was a roundhouse at Oil City. Oil City's first roundhouse, and it was in the 1860s. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I'm going to get them. I'm going to have them. I think I'm going to put them in a picture frame and hang it on the wall there. My little remembrance from taking a ride on the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. And then I got a book on it says the newsletter, but on the Titusville, it was from 2016, but it had a lot of cool pictures. A lot of cool pictures. I'm trying to do this. I want you to be able to see. Let me adjust the camera here. There we go. Oh, by the way, did you notice the nice On Track Tuesday shirt I got? You can pick these up at our On Track Tuesday Teespring store, and all proceeds go to charity. We're going to give it away. We ain't keeping none of it. All right, go back to this. It's a nice, lots of color pictures of the railroad and different sites down through there. Try to get this to where you can see what I'm doing. But most of them are color pictures, unless they're really old. But it was raining hard. We didn't get to go. You can walk through the cars and get in that old gondola there in this old gondola right here. You can get in and ride that. But it was raining, and not too many people were brave enough to get out and get in that car. Lots of good old pictures. That station that you seen us that I started out at, there's what it looked like before they restored it. It was looking pretty rough there, wasn't it? That was in 1987 that looked like that. So they did a lot of work. And there's a lot of cool stuff in here. The speeders. You can see the speeder group coming up through there. I'll bet you that's the same group that comes down here and does the Toys for Tot thing. Yeah, that ought to be coming through pretty soon. I have to see if I can find out when that is. They're all going into about the speeders and their group. And it goes on about trinkets and stuff like that. And we can go on and on and on. But you got the general gist of it. I got a souvenir book. And like I said, there's lots of color pictures, stuff like that. And I myself, this would probably be a good society as a candidate for us to send money, because these people work off of donations and grants, and it's a historical site, so I don't think they get too much in the way of tax money. Then again, they might. I don't know. All right, and that concludes my haul from Titusville, Titusville Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. All right. Now, as I showed you, I got my On Track Tuesday shirt. And I got an On Track Tuesday sticker, which will probably be displayed. I got a fascia board already cut for here. It's probably going to get displayed here along with my Flying Crow sticker and my Sparky sticker and my Schuylkill Valley Railroad sticker, and I got stickers all over the place here, and my Container Man 68 stickers. And if you want to have your name displayed there, send me a sticker. I will display it on my fascia of my railroad. And that's where my buddies, my YouTube buddies. Hey, Jim Dutesco, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you in here. Okay, I don't think I have anything more on that aspect that I need to show. Oh, I did get also a Flying Crow mug. I need to get one of Dave's mugs. I know he has a store. I don't think Tony has a store, and I know I don't. Hiya, Roy Smith. How you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. How's things in Panama? Probably a lot warmer than they are here. They had snow. They had a light dusting of snow in the mountains. We call it mountains. You'd probably call them hills, but in the higher elevations last night. Actually had some snow. It's getting down into the low 30s tonight. We're having a heavy frost warning tonight. So, well, anyhow, now I'm going to explain to you a little what I was doing before I came on the air. I started out, let me get some stuff down here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Things are falling down here. When I went to Mr. Garlick's on last Monday, okay, had a great time running trains. We all had a great time. Southwest PA rail fan. He was there. I was there. Charlie Hallman, me, Carver, who he runs the train at the Collinsville Canteen when it's running, when they have it up and running. The Collinsville Canteen, because of the COVID thing, it's been sporadic when it's open and when it ain't. Ian, Lehigh River Subdivision, how you doing tonight? But anyhow, when I was down there, Mr. Garlick says, hey, if I give you a couple of these, would you take these home and put them together for me? So, sure. And he hands me these cutout sheets. Okay. Where's the other one at? Oh, here. Yeah. And they're little campers. And he has them on cardstock. You cut them out and you put them together, kind of like paper dolls. Well, I got looking at these. I'm like, interesting. interesting. So, me, being the fruitful type of guy I am, I put these in my printer, scanned them off, printed a couple for me on paper. And while I was waiting for the clock to tick down. Put that up there. I cut some out. Okay. And I decided to take it one step further. I'm going to try to glue it on some foam core stuff that I had around. Okay. Cut it out. And I literally cut them out. And I'm going to try to make little campers and see how that turns out and looks. And here's for the roof. And I guess you just put it on there like that. And you bend her down. Yeah. And glue it. But I've seen other guys that put these things together, or use something similar to this. I mean, Drew Steele, I think a lot of his buildings and stuff are this stuff. And I said, well, I went to the site, and the site is for at least this group of stuff is, I don't know if you can see it there yet, clevermodels.com. And if I think right, I have a banner made up. There you go. If you guys are interested in, pretty cheap. You can get, I think, so many pictures for X a dollar. It's cheap, like $4 or $5. And once you download it, you can print off as much as you want to print off, and go from there. And I thought it was pretty cool myself. Looked pretty simple to put together. Well, then I started looking at Mr. Garlick's stuff. And he had quite a few buildings that he made that way, put together. And I don't know if he pasted it on, or if he just used cardstock and just folded it up and put it together, or did he? I don't know if he used the foam board like I'm doing. But either way, I think it's pretty cool. How you doing tonight there, Split Rock 323? How you doing tonight? Container Man. I just gave you a plug here a little bit ago, buddy. See? Container Man. As seen on YouTube, 68. Container Man 68. Also got one of his, I think everybody got one of these. Yeah, I got one of the older ones. So, mouse pad, which I use. So, anyhow, where was that? I was talking about. But did you guys ever use those, or see or use those paper type models? They call them models. That's what they call them when you go to it. It's models. They have them in all scales. They got them in O scale, N scale, S scale. I think they even, I don't know, I didn't see any Z scale. But they had a pretty long rush in most of the scales. You're looking for an inexpensive way. And I'll tell you what, you stand back from them, you got to look at it pretty close to see that it's a paper type model. They've been around for a long time, Wigwag says. They used to have a bunch of they still do. I think after so many people buy, what they do is after so many people buy a building, when they hit a certain number, they offer it for free. So, and they had a bunch that you can download for free. So, but most of the ones that I saw that were for free were O scale, and there's a way that you can download that and then shrink it down, but and they said they'll give you instructions on how to shrink it down, but I'm not very thrifty when it comes to taking the computer and shrinking stuff and making it bigger. I'm not very good at that at all. Nobody can see C-scale. I know the one train show I went to. There was a guy who had a hat, and it had a Z-scale train going around the brim with lights and everything. Kind of looked like a flea going around there. Oh, there's Dave, being SFN scaler. How you doing tonight, buddy? Put it in the dryer, it'll shrink. Yeah. Well, double O gauge, correct me if I'm wrong, it isn't that far off from HO. I mean, it's close. They're close to each other. I think, what is it, 176th is double O and 187th is HO. I have a couple double O things that I bought. There ain't a whole lot of difference. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't know it. Okay. Robert, you have to leave already. My goodness. All right, brother. Have a good evening. You're going to be the one that misses out. I'm just teasing with you, brother. Me and Robert, we probably talk at least once or twice a week. So I razz him a good bit. He gives it back too. Oh. But I thought that was a pretty unique way of, an inexpensive way of doing a building. You know what? That would probably be a great way to do a how could I say it? A mock-up. To put a mock-up on your thing and then scratch build before you scratch build it. That way your mock-up looks really cool. You know, at least still looks pretty cool until you get the scratch built, and then it don't look so cool anymore. But it looks pretty cool that you built it. You know, that was my thought. Was, hey, this, because I have a building around here somewhere that I just threw together, a scratch built building I put together one night. And matter of fact, I think I did it on One Track Tuesday the one time. And can I start over again? What did you miss? Yeah, I usually catch them every year. They're Southwest PA rail fan. I usually catch them every year too. I like them. I usually go down to the little train station down there and film them. It's just I got to find out when they're coming through. I usually take down a bunch of toys too and donate. A lot of people at the church will give me toys and stuff too, also to give to them. for the Marine Corps toys were taught. Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. Hey, Sparky said May 20th to the 22nd, 2022. Strasbourg. I'll start pumping that right off right now. So, something to think about, Anthony. But, yeah. And we got it at 7:36. Let me see here. Maybe I can dig out my camera here, my extra camera, and get it so that I can show you what I was working on this afternoon. If I can untangle my cord. You ever get those nests like this? And yeah. Where's Steve 87th at? And he thought it was bad watching glue dry. You can watch me untangle a cord. Okay. Doot. Hook up my little rig here. Poor man's setup. Wait, I think I didn't get wrong. I think I can do it this way. That's even better. Poor man setup. Poor man camera tripod. Whoop. Come on. Maybe I did it before. There we go. All right. Let's swap cameras. Which here. Oh, I gotta allow it. Sorry. Whoop. Kind of fell down there. Hope I ain't making you sick. My rig ain't working tonight. Should have done this before started the camera. Let's try that. Hey, that works a little better. There. Okay. Let me get a pointer here. This is a Wathers road system, and I was fooling around with that today, and I think what we're going to do here is that I'm going to leave the service station here, okay, because I like it there, and I'm going to put sidewalk in as kind of as you see it there. Well, maybe not. But anyhow, I got to refine it around. But anyhow, I'm going to, as I showed, I was going to use that carpet tape. Let me show you. Where'd it go? There it is. This carpet tape my son gave me. I'm going to tell you what, this thing is like super tape, you know, almost like the Gorilla. The Gorilla, only it's pretty much clear. I don't know if you can see that, or let me see here. I can get it to where you can see it. Yeah, it's clear, but it is really sticky. Okay, and the reason I'm going to use this instead of actually just gluing it down, if by chance I have to move or anything like that, I can take my road system up and reuse it on my next layout. That's the whole idea. I'm going to do the same thing with the sidewalk system and so forth. But in the meantime, I'm going to do it as it would look like it was going to be permanent, but it'll go out. And I fooled around with that a little bit. I have, let's see if I can get you. I don't know if you can see it over there or not. There's a turnout over there, which I had to put in because the one that I had in there wasn't working right. And let me see if I can turn turn the power on. Turn the power on. Turn the power on. Oh. All right. There it goes. Got train number 1 on. Let's get train number 2 on. There goes train number 2. Going over the turnout that I put in today. Only took me 2 months to get that turnout put in. That's awful. That should be ashamed of us. But now I got 2 trains running. Two trains going. And there goes another one. Kind of see what I was fooling around with today. I know I need to clean some track. Definitely got to clean some track. What is my favorite scene on my layout? It would be my gas station. This right here. There. And it'll be even a bit more fantastic when I get done doing all the scenery and that with it. Oh, and I was up at hey, there's Crazy Joe 67. How you doing tonight, Joe? And I was up my son's, wasn't this past weekend, it was weekend before. Well, he went to ordered, I guess, off of Scenic Express. He bought 5-gallon buckets of foliage. So he gave me a couple coffee cans full. Yep, here. Now I'll show you. Coffee can. French roast. Very cool, huh? I got that color. And got that color, and then I got a lighter green color too that he gave me. A 5-gallon bucket full. That's a lot. What? You wouldn't believe it. Yeah, that coffee did go a little bit bad. It's a little green. So. Do I have a favorite Loco? And why is it your favorite Loco? Well, I actually have a couple favorite Locos, to be honest with you. I think my very favorite is the 911 I got as a gift from Sparky. I think that'll always probably be one of my favorites just because it was a gift from a good friend. So, and I have it put away right now because I'm doing work on here and I don't want to mess it up. I also have the train that's running on the, comes out of the tunnel there. That is a Wathers, an old Wathers. I had a decoder put into it. I bought that for $25. Stuck a $18 decoder in it. Paid a guy to do it. And I really like it. It don't have sound, but I really like the way it moves, the way it's a smooth running engine. I have another Wathers. It's a AB unit, F unit, Pennsylvania Railroad, that somebody sent me as a gift. To this day, I don't know who it was. It just showed up one day. Surprise. Paid for too, which is a pretty special gift. So I hang on to it. But really, all my trains are my favorite. I really like them all. Down to this little cheap Bachman that's got the noise going right here. This little Alto S4. I like it too. So I really don't have anything I could actually say. You still have to get the 911 unit for yourself. Well, I can definitely say it is worth the money. It's a beautiful engine. The sound on it is out of this world. Knock your socks off. Hit it all the way out of the park. It's great. The sound is great. on it. There's no two ways about it. So I would recommend to anybody, if you're getting an Athearn Genesis engine, the sound cards that they're putting in them things are fabulous. They're really fabulous. The train runs great. I got no beefs or qualms about it at all. And not to jinx myself or anything, I'm pretty tickled the way my trains are running right now. Pretty tickled. I mean, because earlier I was having a little problem, but I must have straightened it out. And I know the track needs cleaned desperately. I mean, I really need to just give it a good hard cleaning. I want to finish hooking up some of the sidings and make sure everything's working good and solder up some joints. And yeah, Sparky, that's definitely worth it. You got a Bachmann 282, pretty Randall Ellison, little steamer, no sound, DCC though. Hey, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I got no beefs with Bachmann at all. I know a lot of people, oh, they're just cheap. Well, for what they cost, they're pretty awesome. And they've been actually getting even better. The details and stuff that you're starting to get in some of them are really terrific, especially when you get into the steam engines. So I really like my Bachmanns too. Matter of fact, I have a lot of Bachmanns I got put away that Buck give me. I got them put away. They'll be getting all put out once the layout gets together a little bit better. I'm going to get into some messy stuff here real soon with some plaster and that. So I don't want to gunk them up. So yeah, Bachmann Spectrums. Well, not all of them are Bachmann Spectrums though. But I have a Bachmann Spectrum. It's an undecorated one that's going to get. It's going to soon be decorated. That's on my list. On my list for the winter, to get that painted and all lettered out and everything. It's on my to-do list. Whether I get to it or not, well, there's a lot on my to-do list. Looking to see if there's any more questions. It's 7:53 right now. Bachmanns are great if you want to take them apart and put them back together, relube them. LOL. Well, yeah. Where's my Helix? You ain't gonna ever see a Helix on mine. I'm not dealing with all that. No, there's gonna be no second level. Yeah, mine's Norfolk Southern 911. How about a third? Well, I got, like I said, I like all my stuff. Really, I do. I don't think I have an engine that I don't like. I got a bunch of DC stuff that I'll probably never get it all converted, but I know some of it's going to get converted to DCC just because I like them that much. I have a switch that I'm supposed to put on here that will switch me over to DCC. What is the general time of my layout? I would like to say the mid to late 60s, early 70s. But I'd like to say the late 60s is what I'm really shooting for, but there'll probably be some 70s. I'm not really got a time, but that's the area that I would like to be. And, you know, the 911 train, when it comes around, well, guess what? It's present day. So it'll switch around. So, and I'd say my town and the scenery and everything, we're going to probably say is, you know, southwestern Pennsylvania, the hills in West Virginia, somewhere in there. That's the area. That's the area I live in, the area I love. And I know there's lots of little towns like the one I'm going to put it together. I'm trying to put together here. Not too many of them have tunnels, but I'm going to have a tunnel just because I like a tunnel. I think they look cool when a train comes in and out of them. Yeah, I've seen your layout, Joe. Yeah. You got some cool stuff, though, on your layout. You do some nice work. A BNSF 6111 back in the day has been hanging around these parts quite a bit lately. He says he has a UP 1943 and a UP 11111, which he really likes. I like them too. I think they're pretty cool looking. John, 2618. Thank you. Good to have you in here, brother. Cow. When he gets his layout up, he'll have 411, 4141. So it'll be mid 2005 era. And he has an ATSF bicentennials. So it'll be 1976. And even though I modeled chassis early 80s, you know what? And I like the chassis system. But that's what I grew up on pretty much, was chassis and B&O. Down in Connellsville, it was pretty much all B&O and chassis. So, which is now all CSX. If you guys want to go ahead and start promoting your channel, go ahead. You're free at it. Because we're going to wrap this up for tonight. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking about going on that trip. That trip was nice. Anytime you guys can go on a trip, a train ride, or anything like that, it's lots of fun. Don't pass it up. It's well worth it. Like I said, that one that I was on, the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. It's in northwestern part of Pennsylvania. It's north of Pittsburgh, not too far from Erie, but it's still south of Erie. It's in the middle of nowhere. Titusville is a small little town. Oil City's not far away. Now it goes. The train, from my understanding, goes from Titusville. I got on at Titusville, and it goes to Oil City and back, and it has a couple stops along the way. And they still haul freight on that railroad. It's still an active railroad. There was a pipe yard right there as we pulled out, and I guess during the week they're hauling freight. It's a pretty cool place to go. Oh, that's cool, Pappy. Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Let me hear so everybody can see it. He posted up a video of the speeders up in Titusville. They had one in the museum there, you could look at. But I always see the speeder group comes down into Scottdale every year at Christmas time, and they pull little trailers and they decorate up their speeders for Christmas and that, and they collect toys for the Marine Corps, toys for tots, and I don't know, just think Christmas without that. I shouldn't say that, but it makes my Christmas holiday a lot. I really like it, with the idea that I can maybe help out some children, and the guys on the speeders are having a lot of fun, and they come up the SWP line, and they collect in a bunch of different towns. So, well, good night there, Ken. Good to have you in here. And I think that's what we're going to call it a wrap. And I thank you all for joining me. Listen to me ramble on about my trips and stuff. And next week, check out Redbird Tony. And at the same time, and he will do his N-scale version of On Track Tuesday. And after him is Flying Crow. Hard to tell what Robert will do. Okay. And then we have Dave from of Crooked River and Eastern. And he does the last Tuesday of the month, usually. And then we got a 5th Tuesday coming up this month, which we haven't worked out all the details of that yet. So stay tuned. One of the other guys will announce who's coming up next for the next 5th Tuesday, which will be the last 5th Tuesday of 2021. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy talking to you guys. Scott Johnson, oh poop. Check out Dave on Thursday mornings if you're not working, or if you like some of the guys, they try sneaking in between coffee breaks or whatever. On his channel, he does his morning live show. We have a lot of fun with that. So check that out. And we always got Wednesday nights is Sparky night. Usually Sparky night, except I think he has one night that he does it's TSG. Used to be Community Roundhouse, but they ain't done that for a while. So, and Fridays is Cousin Vinny. Go check him out. Saturday mornings, you got the Back on Track guys. And on Sundays, you got the Sidetrack Sundays? Yeah, Sidetrack Sunday guys. So check them all out. Mondays, you got Palms, Trains, and Things. Thursdays, you got the guys from Canada. Yeah, you got the Go Via Go Home guys. So M&M Rails and Go Via Go Home. And we got the other guy. What's his name? Dave. Yeah. I did it all from memory. I'm old. So thanks for watching. Hey, and may the Lord bless every one of you. The Lord God, Lord Jesus, bless every one of you. And may you walk in his path of righteousness. And get right, because this world's crazy right now. And I don't know how much longer it's going to last. So be well, be blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Have a good week.